press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hello students, how are you all? Okay, yesterday we were learning about the associative property for addition, and today we are going to learn the same associative property for in subtraction. Okay, let's what's the condition for associative property? For associative property, we take three integers, any three integers, and first we are going to add for the LHS, and we have LHS and RHS. In LHS or RHS, we add any two integers and then the sum is added to the third one. Here in subtraction, we are going to subtract any two integers first, then we are going to subtract the subtract from the third one. Okay, so this is done here. Okay, the condition is for any three integers a comma b comma c, okay, C, A minus B minus C is equal to A minus B minus C. So this is the condition for subtraction. Let's consider, let A is equal to minus 5, B is equal to 2, C is equal to minus 3. Okay, here LHS is, what is LHS here? It's A minus B minus C, that is equal to A is minus 5 minus of B is 2 minus of minus 3. Okay, then it's equal to minus 5 minus of 2, minus into minus is plus 3, that is minus 5 minus of 5, that is equal to minus 5, minus into plus is minus. We have minus 5 and minus 5. We are going, then we can add both of them. Minus 5 and minus 5 is minus 10. LHS is minus 10. So take RHS here. RHS is equal to A minus B minus C, that is equal to A is minus 5 minus of minus 2 minus C is minus 3, minus, and we have minus negative integers here, then we can add both of them. Minus 5 and minus 2 is minus 7, it's minus 7, minus into minus is plus 3, then it is equal to minus 7 plus 3 is equal to minus 4. So compare LHS and RHS. No, LHS is minus 10 and RHS is minus 4. Here minus 10 is not equal to minus 4. Therefore, LHS is not equal to RHS. Then for subtraction, integers doesn't satisfy the condition. They doesn't satisfy the condition. So then we can say that A minus B minus C is not equal to A minus B minus C. Then we can write that subtraction is not associative, for integers. Okay, when they ask to check if we have to take any, we can take any integers, and we have to go through the given condition. then compare LHS and RHS. If they are equal, then we can say that it satisfies, otherwise it's not, it not satisfies or is not associative for integers. Okay. So next one is, so the fourth one is additive inverse. Additive inverse. Okay, what is additive inverse here? For the whole numbers we have seen, we already know about the additive inverse. The fourth one is additive inverse. Let's consider any integer that's -5 or anything. Okay, so this is the negative integer. When we add something or some number or one number to the given number, then we get the same number as sum. Okay, when we get the same number as sum, in what condition we get? When we add nothing to the given number, we get the same number as sum. Okay, so nothing means here what can we add? We can add 0. We can add 0. When we add 0 to any number, any given number, then we get the same number as our answer. Then here it doesn't change anything for in the given number, then we can say that 0 is the additive inverse. So take it's true for whole numbers also. When we add 0 to any whole number, we get the same number as 0. So take 7 plus 0, we get 7. Minus 10 plus 0, we get minus 10. 35 plus 0, we get 35 as our answer. There will be no any changes in the given number. Okay, here we can tell that 0 is the additive inverse for integers. Then we can say that for any integer a, for any integer a plus 0 is equal to a. Okay, so is called additive inverse additive identity. This is not inverse, this is identity. Additive identity. This is additive identity, is called additive identity. Here 0 is called an additive identity. Additive identity for integers. And we can take some examples. Example, minus 7 plus 0 is equal to minus 7. 10 plus 0 is equal to 10. Both minus 7 and 10 both belongs to integers only. Then minus 35 plus 0 is equal to minus 35. 105 plus 0 is equal to 105. Here 0 is called additive identity. Okay. There are some examples. Example 1. Write down a pair of integers whose a sum is minus 3. Okay, you have to take any two integers to get minus 3. What they have given? Given the condition is sum is 3. Sum means we have to add. We have to add any two integers to get minus 3. When we get minus 3, when we take any two negative integers and adding them, or otherwise we have to subtract by neglecting the sign, negative sign. We have to take the bigger number, the bigger integer, that is neglecting minus sign. We consider the number and we have to take out number from the negative integer. What are the possibilities here? Okay, then if I consider minus 1 plus of minus 2 plus 1, minus 1 plus of minus 2, what I get? Minus 1 plus into minus is minus 2. So that is equal to minus 1 and minus 2. It makes minus 3. Minus, it gives minus 3. Okay, is there any way? Is if I take minus 8 plus 5, minus 8 plus 5, I get, so here we have addition. Okay, so plus into minus is minus 8, so plus 5, minus 8 plus 5, we get, by neglecting minus sign, we get 3 and we have minus 3 here. We can write the sign here, minus 3. And how can we then if I take 7 plus of minus 12, 7 plus of minus 12, I get, these are the three ways: adding negative integers and taking negative integer, bigger integer by neglecting the sign here. 7 plus into minus is minus 12, we get minus, okay, sorry, here it should be, yes, 9, I can take 9 here, minus 12, that is equal to 9 plus into minus is minus, then we get minus 3 here. So like this you can take any numbers. I have given three forms for the to get minus 3. Okay, they are asking to write a pair, anyone you can choose from this. And B is difference is minus 5. So when we subtract, here we have to subtract two integers. We have to take two integers and we are going to subtract one integer from the other. Then how can we write? Subtracting, then minus 5 minus of 10, that is equal to, so minus 5 plus into minus is, sorry, it's plus 5, minus into plus is minus 10, we get minus 5 here, minus 5. Is there any number that in another form we can write? Minus 15 minus of minus 10, minus 15 minus of minus 10, that is equal to, so minus 15 we get minus 15, minus into minus is plus 10, we get minus 5, and okay, so in this way we can take this. And the third one is difference is 2. Difference is 2. Okay, when we subtract, we should get 2. How can we get? 7 minus of plus 5, that is equal to 7 minus 2. We get minus 2 means 5, we get 2. Minus 5, that is equal to 2. Okay, then what can we take? 7 minus 5, we have to subtract here. Then we can take like this, minus 15 minus of minus 17, okay. Then minus 15, minus into minus plus 17, we get 2 here, 2, okay. Then the fourth one given is, we have to think the different ways to get the given condition. We have to take, so we can take so many integers or so many ways we have, okay. D, sum is 0. When we get 0, when we have opposite sign, the same number with opposite sign, we get 0. Then minus 5 plus 5 plus 5, we get 0. 7 minus of 7, we get, that is equal to 7 minus 7, we get 7 minus 7 is 0. Like that we can take any pair, okay. So exercise 1.2, exercise 1.2. The first one is write down a pair of integers. Write down a pair of integers. So here we seen some examples. So like that only we have to do for this. Integers whose, first one is, I do for you, sum is minus 7. So like this we have to do. The condition is sum should be minus 7. When we get minus 7, okay, then what are the numbers we can take for a pair? Here we can take like this, minus 12 plus 5. Then we get, so minus 12 plus 5 is minus 7. This is the one pair. They are asking a pair. A pair means you have to write only one pair, okay. I show you another one. When we get, it should be, okay, if I take 20, if I take 13 plus of minus 20, what I get? 13 plus into minus is minus 20, I get minus 7 here. Then for your homework, B is, this is for your homework, difference is minus 10, and C is, sum is 0. Sum is 0. Like this you have to do for this. And they have given difference. We already done here difference and difference, okay. So you do for that, you do for those two problems. Okay, I go for second one, second main. What is the second main? Write a pair of negative integers whose difference gives 8. Okay, So this is also same like first main, second main. In that A, write a pair of negative integers whose difference gives 8. Okay, consider any two integers which gives 8 by subtracting because they have asked difference gives 8. Okay, what is the pair? 20 minus, we have to get 8, then difference is 12. 20, so we have to take integers here, then we can write like this: 20 minus of plus 12, that is equal to, then here also we can write this plus 20 minus of plus 12, then we get minus 20 minus into plus is minus 12, we get 8. Okay, so this is the difference, and you do second one and third one. Write a negative, okay, write a negative integer. The condition, you observe the condition, negative integer and a positive integer whose sum is minus 5. Okay, the condition, the given condition here, we have to take one negative integer and a positive integer, and we have to add both of them to get minus 5. Okay, then what we can take here? Okay, negative integer and a positive integer sum. The operation is addition. Then we can take like this 15. Okay, so that is one positive integer, and we have to add, the sum is minus 5. Then we have to take negative integer, then we can take minus 20. If we take minus 20, then by subtracting or taking out 15 from 20, we get 5, and here 20 has minus, that is the negative, it is negative integer. Then we can write like this: plus 15 plus into minus is minus 20, we get minus 5. So like this, and so I write down another one for you. Okay, then the positive integer and negative integer, this sum should be minus 5. Okay, take minus 37, then plus of plus 32, what we get? Minus 37 plus into plus is plus 32, then we get minus 5, because we are taking out 32 from 37, and 37 is having minus sign. This is negative integer, then we get negative integer as sum. Okay. The third one is C is write a negative integer. Write a negative integer. Here we have to take one negative integer and a positive integer whose difference is minus 3. Okay. The condition is we have to take one negative and one positive integer to get minus 3 by subtracting. Difference means we have to subtract. Okay. Then what can we take here? What can we take? One negative integer and a positive integer. Okay. So consider minus 10. So minus of means then okay, here I take 10 minus of plus 7, minus 10 minus of I take 7 here plus 7 minus of plus 10, then I get minus 3 plus 7 plus minus into plus is minus 10. Here we get minus 3 as our answer, because taking out 7 from 10 we get 3 and 10 is having minus sign. Okay, then so I read the third question. Listen to me. In a quiz, Team A scored minus 40, 10, 0 and Team B scored 10, 0, minus 40 in 3 successive rounds. Which team scored more? Can we say that we can add integers in any order? Okay. The question given is there is a quiz conducted for two teams, Team A and Team B, and the marks scored by Team A is as follows. So that is minus 40, 10, 0, and by team the marks scored by Team B is like this, that is 10, 0 and minus 40. So minus means minus, this minus 40, it represents the negative integer. They lost the marks, they lost the score. Okay, so that represents negative integer. Okay, negative marks. Okay. Can we say that we can add integers in any order? Okay, before that, which team scored more? They are asking which team is scored more. Okay, so marks scored by Team A is minus 40, 10 and 0. The total marks scored by Team A is equal to, we have to add all the marks scored plus 10 plus 0. Okay, that is equal to minus 40 plus 10, we get minus 30. The score is minus 30, and marks scored by Team B is equal to, again we have to add the scores, 10 plus 0 plus of minus 40. Okay, 10 plus 0 plus into minus is minus 40. It's 10 minus 40, then we get minus 30. Okay, so your Team A scored minus 30 and Team B also it scored minus 30. Then what's the difference between them? Nothing. They scored minus 30 only, and they are asking that can we say that we can add integers in any order? Yes, we can. For addition, it's only possible for addition. In any order we can add the integers, not in subtraction. Okay, so we already seen the closure property for integers, So there we taken negative and positive integers, both we taken, and here also we have both the type of integers, positive integer and negative integer. In any order that we can add the negative or negative and positive integers. When we add those, we get the same answer. Okay. Then the fourth one is fill in the blanks to make the following statement true. Okay. The fourth one is fill in the blanks to make the following statements true. To check out the true or false, we have to take integers to check the given statement, or otherwise we have to, if it's an equation, then we have to check out LHS and RHS of the statement. Fill in the blanks to make the following statements true. Okay. The first statement is -5 plus of -8, that's equal to -8 plus of dash. Okay, they have given blank there, and how can we find? Then think that take LHS. Okay, here we have -5 plus of -8, and for the RHS we have -8 plus of the LHS is, they have given LHS is RHS, and here we should think what's the integer we can fill there. What's the integer we can fill? It's -5, because LHS and RHS are equal. For that we can fill -5 here. And for the second one -53 plus dash is equal to -53. So when we add some number, one number to -53, we are getting the same number as our answer. Same number as answer. Then what should we add? What can be added to -53? It's 0. The additive identity. 0 is called an additive identity for whole numbers and integers. Okay. Then here the first one is, that is commutative property. We used commutative property here. Third one is 17 plus dash is equal to 0. Answer is 0. Sum is 0. When we get sum as 0, when we add integers having the same integers having opposite sign, then we can fill -17 here. +17 -17 is equal to 0. Then fourth one is 13 plus of -12 plus dash is equal to 13 plus minus 12 plus of minus 7. Okay, what's the property used here? Associative property for addition. Okay, here we have 13 plus of minus 12, and in RHS also we have 13 plus of minus 12 plus of minus 7. Okay, then we can fill minus 7 here. Okay. Let's move to the next topic, that is multiplication of integers. You know how to multiply the numbers. You know the multiplication table too, and the table also. Okay, here we have multiplication of integers. It's very easy to multiply the integers. Multiplication of integers. Okay, in that we have multiplication of a positive, multiplication of a positive integer and a negative integer. So till here we seen subtraction and addition of integers. From this we learn multiplication of integers. Okay, the topic is multiplication of a positive integer and a negative integer. Okay, let's consider any two integers having one is positive and one is negative. So consider minus 5 into 3, minus 5 into 3. This is multiplication. As we do in whole numbers and for some natural numbers, we take or we do the multiplication in integers also. Here we have minus sign here. Then how can we do this? Here we have to. So this is the multiplication is the shortcut for addition, repeated addition. How can we write this? 5 minus 5 plus minus 5 plus minus 5. Then we get minus 15 here. Otherwise we can write like this, minus 5 plus of minus 5 plus of minus 5. Okay, then we get minus 5 plus into minus is minus, plus into minus is minus. Then we get minus 15 here. Okay, minus 15. This is the multiplication is the shortcut for repeated addition. Then in multiplication we first multiply the numbers. Here we taken minus 5 into 3. Here itself into or the symbol into or the bracket itself indicates multiplication. Okay, minus 5 into 3. Okay, so 5 3s are 15. 5 3s are 15. Then we have to multiply the sign here. Minus into plus is minus. We have one table here. Plus into plus is plus into plus is we get plus. Plus into minus we get plus into minus we get minus. Minus into minus we get plus. Then minus into plus we get minus. So this is the condition that we can use anywhere for the integers, positive and negative integers in multiplication. Okay. Here minus 5 into 3 we get minus 15. Like this we can take here 15 15 into minus 4. It is equal to plus into minus is minus. 15 fours are 60. 15 fours are 60. Like this, 2 into minus 3, that is equal to plus into minus is minus. 2 threes are 6. Okay. Then 2 minus 17 into 2, we get plus, minus into plus is minus. 17 twos are 34. So like this we can do multiplication by taking a positive integer and a negative integer. So when we take a positive and a negative integer, here we can write like this. For any two integers, one positive and one negative integer, we can write like this: a minus a into b is equal to minus b into a, that is equal to minus of a into b. Minus of a into b. First we multiply the integers, then we write minus sign before the product. What we get, the product what we get, we write minus sign before that. Okay. So minus 5 into 4, that is equal to minus 4 into minus 5, that is equal to, so minus into, here we can write like this, b into minus a, okay, that is equal to, then we can consider 5 into minus 4, that is equal to minus 4 into 5, that is equal to 5 fours are 4 fives are 20, the sign is minus. Okay, multiplication of two negative integers. Multiplication of two negative integers. What we get here? Okay, let's consider minus 2 into minus 4. Here 2 fours are 8, minus into minus is plus, minus into minus is plus, and we can write minus 8 into minus 5, we get 8 fives are 40, so minus into minus is plus, it's plus 40. When we multiply two negative integers, we get a positive integer. For this, what we can say? We can say that when we multiply one positive integer and a negative integer, we get negative integer. Here we can say that when we multiply two negative integers, we get a positive integer. Okay, so let's take any three negative integers. 3 are more than 3. Okay, multiplication of multiplication of 3 are more than 3 negative. Okay, so here also negative integers. We consider minus 2 into minus 3 into minus 4. What we get? First we have to multiply the integers. 2 3s are 6, 6 4s are 24. So now multiply the sign. Minus into minus is plus, plus into minus is minus. Okay, when we multiply three negative integers, we get negative integer only, because for first two we get positive, that is plus sign, minus into minus is plus, then when we multiply plus into minus, we get minus. So we have seen in the first case, that is multiplication of a positive and a negative integer. Okay, consider four integers, minus 2 into minus 5 into minus 3 into minus 4. Okay, then so here 2 5s are 10, 10 3s are 10 3s are 30, 30 4s are 3 4s are 12, that is 120. Then minus into minus is plus, plus into minus is minus, minus into minus is plus. Again in the what we have seen in the second case, that is negative multiplication of two negative integers, that we can see here. When we multiply, when we take integers in odd numbers, then we get negative sign. When we take the numbers, negative integers in even numbers, then we get positive sign. Okay, so in this class we learned additive identity and some multiplication rules. Okay, in the next class we learn the properties under multiplication. Okay, thank you.